Hey guys, so this is going to be installment number 4 of the Core Blast workshop. We actually weren't able to get a video the day of, so I just wanted to give you a quick debrief. If you did miss the 4th session, there was a lot of you who couldn't make the last one. What I kind of pondered on was how to kind of structure the last session, and I already got you a workout. You have something that you can do every day. Don't forget those routines with the spine matrix are meant to be done 3 times per day. You're going to have once done from the neutral position, right foot forward, left foot forward in the morning. From neutral position you have narrow and wide in the afternoon. And then from neutral position you have toe in and toe out, which would be done in the evening. The goal of doing all those is 1, to keep your spine mobile and healthy, but 2, also to start to figure out in which positions do you feel more successful. Are you better with a wider base or a toe in base, and what kind of feels good for you? Obviously you've got a workout that you can do within each day. You've got your plank and shuffle abs matrix, and then you have your spinal lunge matrix the other day. As far as reassessing goes, we obviously took some time to actually get some measurements that measure the health of your core. I will retest those for you, but the only thing I'm going to require is that you perform 4 weeks in a row. You perform the exercises, because if you don't take the time to do them, it will not improve, guaranteed. You have to put in the work. There's a little bit of a sacrifice there, but the reward is tremendous. Spend 4 weeks. If you get 4 consecutive weeks and you're doing those daily workouts and routines, give me a call and I'll just schedule at your convenience. I'll get you in and we'll do a quick remeasure. As for the last workshop, we kind of went real basic on it. I had a quote which was from Leonardo da Vinci, and it said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." And that kind of just drove me back to the fundamentals and what this whole course was about. The fact that we're using our hands and our feet to drive our shoulders and our hips to turn on our core. So we're thinking about moving away from the isolated model. It's not to say that any of this work is bad, but we're just looking and saying for a lot of the things that we had goals we wanted to do, posture and comfort and strength, a lot of the times we won't get the things that we're looking for when we're ground-based, so we want to get upright. In addition to that, the other thing that we discussed was the #1 thing that will guaranteed destroy your core's function: sitting. Now, if you sit for any period of time, whether it's 15 minutes to 2 hours to 4 hours to 8 hours if you have a desk job, that is completely destructive and degenerative to your entire spinal complex. And the reason is, when you sit down, you actually compress all the joints in your low back. Okay, so they're kind of in that butt out posture, and there's compression through there. Now that's with good posture, but as you know, as the day goes on and gravity sets in, your body's going to start coming here. And then we just get a whole additional slew of issues because of those postures that we get into, just because of gravity taking us there. So, what's kind of cool is if you think about how we used to sit before we had chairs, well, it was just like this. Okay, but what you'll notice here is that my back is fully decompressed. There's actually length between each vertebrae. So when I get up and move from this position, it's not as uncomfortable. So when it comes to sitting, obviously we have to do it, but it's more important that we know how to unwind the degenerative effects of sitting. So what I'm going to attach to this email are a few matrices. One for your posterior hip, which is your butt. One for your anterior hip, which is your groin. In addition to that, we have the ankle matrix. So you're going to have those 3 that you're going to do with any long periods of sitting. But it doesn't always mean that you do both sides symmetrically. You want to become aware as you get into these positions and drive certain motions. How does your body respond to that? Does it feel much tighter on one side than on the other? If it is much tighter, you may want to think about like a 2-to-1 ratio, where you're doing one side, you start with, let's say my left side is more limited when I try and stretch out here. And so I might start with my left, go to my right, and then go back to my left. If time is a problem for you when you go to do it, maybe you just do just the left side, and that's fine. But when they feel and function symmetrically, then you can start mobilizing both the same. Then getting down to the ankles, you'll see the ankle matrix. Once you get the hips and the ankles cleaned up and you kind of clear the runway, so to speak, that's just going to give you a great base to do your spine matrix from and really turn on your core in all 3 planes. should you have any questions on any of this, or you're interested in any kind of private assistance in, how do we take this program that was based on all of our similarities. We all essentially move the same, but what happens is our differences are really require tweaking. So how do we make this core workshop even more specific to you? You'll do great with the exercises that I shared, but if we could tweak it specific to your needs, your posture, so on and so forth, you'll get the best results. So if you need help in that capacity, or you just kind of feel like maybe you don't have the accountability or the structure to really follow through that program, and that might be something that holds you back, you might want to consider working with a trainer 1 or 2 days a week. If you do have any questions, please be sure to reach out to me. It's Mike@conditionforlife.com, and you can call the office at 249-9000. Thank you again. I really appreciated the time with you.